Hey guys, it's Renee here with Cogs Outdoors. Today we're going to be talking about swapping out your stock hooks that come on fishing lures, specifically spoons and spinners. Some of the hooks that come on this gear already are great hooks, but maybe you just want to do an extension on them, which is what I'm going to show you in this video. And sometimes the size is just a little too big for what you want, so you can just upsize or downsize the size of your hook, and I'm going to show you how to do that in this video. Okay, so what you need to do this is pretty simple. A rag, your lure that you're gonna swap out, barrel swivel, and you want a split ring, open eye hook. So here I've got size 1 open eye Siwash hooks. And what you'll do, depending on the type of fish that you're fishing for, is you'll just increase or decrease the size of those hooks according to whatever species it is that you're going after. And then last, a pair of pliers. So to get this started, basically all I'm going to do is remove the hook from off of this spoon. It's attached by a split ring, so it's fairly easy to get off. You just have to use your pliers, open up that split ring, and then thread this hook off. So if you have your pair of fishing pliers, you see how there's this small kind of beak to these pliers, and this is exactly what this is for here. You just kind of pop it into that split ring, get inside that split ring like that, just so it opens up enough that you can thread this hook off. So now you can see right here, and then just work the hook back off of that spoon. Okay, so take the spoon, take your barrel swivel, and just again, take your pliers, open up the split ring, and thread on your barrel swivel like that. And it just goes around like this. So now, your barrel swivel is moving very freely and very smooth on that split ring. You want to make sure that your split ring isn't too large, that your barrel swivel gets constricted, where it's actually kind of binding and stuck, getting itself stuck on that split ring. So you want to make sure you have a combination of the right size barrel swivel with the right size split ring so that it moves freely. Now, there's a couple of different, you don't have to do this next step. You can just take your hook and attach it straight to this barrel swivel. So I'll open this up. So you can just do this, hook it on, and then you'll be good to go. The only thing that I've found over the years is that if you're out fishing, a full hard day with your spoons, and let's say maybe you've had a snag, or a snag, or you're hitting rocks, maybe you've caught a few fish on that spoon, and your hook's actually starting to get dull. It can be a pain in the butt sometimes to have to get your pliers out, cut this hook off, have another hook and put it on. A really quick way to just change that out is to add one more small split ring to the end of this barrel swivel, and it seems like a lot of metal, like you're adding on, a little too much onto that spoon, but I've never really had any troubles with it, and you know, I'm still catching fish this way. So it's just one more piece. It's not a big piece. It's not super clunky. And you know, it just makes, you know, a little bit more efficient out there on the water. You know, but if you know you're not going to be using that specific spoon, or, you know, you're pretty confident that you're not going to be, you know, damaging that hook on that outing, whatever, then you can just add it straight to the barrel swivel. So now what you've got, now that I've added that, that's what it looks like. And then I just take my hook, put it into that split ring, grab your pliers, and close it up. And that's basically that. And that's what it's gonna look like. So, one of the things I believe with this, and I'll show a demonstration here. I'm hoping I can do this out on the water to actually show you guys, you know, exactly, you know, what's happening. But so this is the spoon that I've rigged up that way. I'll grab one here that is straight from the package. So this is straight out of the box. What happens here, one, is the hook cannot really move freely on that split ring. Also, side to side motion, it binds. So there's a certain amount of movement that that hook can do. It cannot spin, and when it does, it actually binds on itself, hits the spoon, and pop. So by adding this barrel swivel now, that hook can move freely in almost any direction it needs to go. Why is that important? Well, my theory would be this. One, so this hand is a fish, and that fish is jumping and doing death rolls right at the bank, you know, super acrobatic. You're getting kind of some pressure pinch points there, where if that fish, you know, does a big jump and flops around, and that hook is binding against your spoon, there is a chance that that hook could rip out or pop out of that fish's mouth. On this setup, that fish can clamp down on that hook, do whatever movements it wants to do, and there is no pressure or pinch point that's gonna create any sort of, you know, unwanted friction where that hook could pop out. So you can see the one on the right is the one that's coming straight out of the package, and the one on the left is the one that I've now rigged up with the barrel swivel and split ring. So one last step, you just need to make sure you pinch your barb. Grab your pliers. Quick little pinch. And you're good to go. Okay, now I'll show you, let's say with a spinner. I'll just open it up. And right away, with where I fish here in British Columbia, and the types of water that I fish, I need to remove my treble hook. So the reason why I have this rag, and you don't need to do this, is basically because when you cut this, there's a lot of pressure on that hook, and often pieces kind of go flying. So all I do is I grab my pliers again. You basically just want to cut where you can see this ring here. So you can see at the bottom of that treble hook, there's a little ring. You just want to cut that little eyelet and your hook will be off. So once you have it in place, all I do then is just put the rag over top like this. Now your hook is off. So as you can see, this little tiny piece here busted off, and the rag just helps keep everything contained. I've had it before where I didn't use a rag and I was just sitting in the backyard and I'm pinching these things off, and this treble hook kind of goes flying, and now you've got hooks flying around your yard or possibly ending up in your face, and you really don't want that. So anyways, that's off, that's off. Now you're left with just the blade and the bell. Same thing, nice little split ring. And you just want to open it up. And so once that split ring is open, you're just going to feed that on like that. So you can see how it's going through. And just like the spoon, thread it on. Real simple. Boom. And then, again, depending on the species and the size of fish you're going for, I really like these size ones. And just pop it on like that. The other thing with using the split ring is it does allow you to attach hooks that aren't open eye, so you can just thread them on. Same thing with the spoon. If you just have the barrel swivel, now you're limited to only open eye hooks. But if you add that extra split ring, not only can you change your hooks easily, but you can also use other hooks other than open eye hooks. So it just makes it, you can be a little more versatile, you know, try different things and kind of see what's working for you. There. So that's all set up. And that's basically it. Just make sure you pinch your barb off and you're ready to go fish.